Hi everybody, it's Jen here doing my 16th Project Life process video. I apologize to those of you who have already watched me do a process video for this layout. I had to take that one down this morning. For some reason, iMovie was loading it to YouTube with this video clip turned sideways. It had been fixed and fixed long before I did a voiceover or anything like that. And I actually tried to upload it again 4 more times, and I don't know why. It just would not load it formatted correctly. So I have had to redo the whole thing. So anyways, let's get to the actual layout. I am using my July Citrus Twist Project Life kit, and these 4x6s are using the 6x6 paper pad from the Poolside collection. That collection has a little bit of a distressed look, so I'm using my pumice stone distress ink on the edges of some of these just to make them sort of match up a little bit better with some of the more clean embellishments. For this week, which I believe is July the 6th to the 12th, I'm putting my date on right now. Yes, it is. I had one extra photo, and it didn't really require a whole lot of extra journaling, sorry. So I just stuck it on my date card, and it's just a picture of a place that we really like to go to, and so I put it on there, and I included a little phrase sticker that said that, and that was pretty much all I did. I felt like when I started this layout, I was in a bit of a creative rut. I did this yesterday, and if you saw the previous video, I was saying it was really rainy and gray and kind of yucky yesterday, and we couldn't go out and do a lot of the stuff that we had wanted to do, and I think I was just feeling kind of so I felt like it took me a bit to really get going, and like I was kind of having to push myself to be creative, but I'm happy with how the layout turned out in the end, so that's all good. But yeah, I don't know, sometimes when you're scrapping, it flows, and other times it doesn't, and I felt like once I got going with it, I was totally okay. The other thing too was I think this is the 4th spread that I've used this same kit for Project Life, and I think maybe I should have switched it up and gone to something else and then come back to this, because maybe that was part of it. I'm not sure. But anyways, once I got going, I was good. One of the things I really wanted to do is try to work exclusively in the kit and get it used up, because my August kits will be shipping soon. I also wanted to get some of those Chamel phrase stickers that you saw me using just there used up, because I hadn't used them much. I felt like they were a bit big for the way that I do Project Life, and then I realized I can just cut up the phrases if I want to, and they weren't cut well, so I found I was having to cut off the bottom of almost all of them because they had a little line along the bottom from whatever phrase was underneath, and because each phrase is a different color, that was really obvious, so that was a little bit annoying. Here I'm doing some stamping. This is seriously messy stamping. Do not use this as an example of how to stamp. But as I said, when I was first getting going, I was just kind of grumpy maybe, and my stamping gets considerably better. So if you're looking at a close-up of that particular one, it is not well stamped, nor well thought out. But I had the idea to put that on the top of it, and then I had the idea to put it across the whole top of it. Of course, I'd already stuck things down, and anyways, it was a nasty stamping job. Didn't turn out the greatest, but after that, I made sure that I was being a bit more careful. For this one that I'm working on here, it's actually a photo of our thermostat that we have. There's an outdoor piece and an indoor piece, and I took a picture of this because it wasn't even noon. I think it was more like 10:30 in the morning, and it was already almost 30 degrees Celsius outside, and inside was almost 26 degrees. It was going to be a gross one. And so I took a picture and just put hot there in those Simply Stories alphas, and then a couple of phrase stickers that kind of made sense with my uggness of how hot it was that day. We don't have central air conditioning, and something that we hope to rectify in the next couple of years. But we live in an area of Canada that didn't used to get so hot. But for the last several summers in a row, we're having a month or more of this really hot weather, and our house gets really, really hot. We have a 2-story living room, and all the hot air funnels up to the top of that, and then our bedroom is right at the top of that on the landing, and so our bedroom is really, really hot. But anyways, the card that I'm working on there is a couple photos of my husband on a hike. I kept it fairly simple because the photos themselves are quite nice. There's a picture of the summit plaque. They power hiked up a hill or a mountain and took some photos along the way. And I just cut up a 3x4 journaling card that came with the kit to add my journaling to. The photo that I'm working on right there beside it, and I'm going to switch these two in a minute, is actually a photo of the two of them completely zonked out on the couch at about 8 o'clock in the evening. We went to watch a movie, and my brother-in-law was out like during the credits, and my husband was out within 10-15 minutes of the movie. But that being said, they power hiked up a 450 meter hill mountain. That didn't include, you know, the rest of the trail, and then they went out paddling with the 3 kids for 3 hours that afternoon. So they were justifiably exhausted, but it was really funny that they had both conked on the couch like that. So I took a picture. Of course I took a picture. I had to take a picture. It was pretty funny. I think I was nice enough to not put that photo on Facebook. I did, however, send it to my brother-in-law's wife. So here I'm doing a bit more stamping. I did stamp on that photo of them sleeping as well, being much more careful. It's out of frame, but I'm using some gray Stays-On ink that I got from the store at Citrus Twist. I love that she has little things like that in the store that I can get without having to pay for shipping because it's flat rate shipping. And being in Canada and with our exchange rate and how high shipping costs can be, it's really awesome to be able to just pick up little things like that that help out without having to buy them from somewhere separate. So that card that I was just working on there that I just covered up with my photo was a picture of my kids in the TV room where we have their video games and a TV, and this is their morning thing right now during the summer, and so I thought it would be a good thing to take a photo of. This is, you know, usually where I find them and you know, get them moving in the morning as they're sitting in there watching YouTube or watching TV on Netflix. That last photo that I'm working on there is a photo of them saving up money for a Wii U. They both had their birthdays, or will have their birthdays in the summer, and they're using all of their birthday money, and my older son was doing some babysitting and their allowance money to save up for the Wii U. So we had that on their fridge, and they were filling it in as they got money, and then I had all the money in an envelope saving it up for them. So I'm really close to the end. I just wanted to say, please leave me any feedback or anything you'd like to see or do on my videos. Hi guys, it's Jen here, just going to do some close-ups for you. I apologize, my camera really seems to be having some issues with my lighting today, so hopefully it didn't look this bad the whole time I was taping. When I turned the camera off, I just cleaned up and then had a quick look to see if there's anything I wanted to do. The only thing I really did while the camera was off was I added some rhinestones, which I know sounds really weird, but I added some rhinestones to a few just to add in a couple of the colors I felt might be missing from those cards. And the reason I used rhinestones instead of enamel dots is because I have 8,000,000 of them, to quote my younger son who likes to make up random numbers. And as you can see, I put a couple on this one. Sorry, that lighting is terrible. That card really is really bright yellow, but it's not really glowing like that. I gotta figure something out here. Yeah, so I have a lot of rhinestones, and so I thought I should start using them up a little bit. Sorry, you can't even see that because there's a glare. It's so annoying. There you go. And yeah, that was pretty much it. And I switched those 2 cards on the bottom that you saw me do. It just made more sense for the story. And I probably explained that in my voiceover, but yeah, it just made more sense for the story to switch those ones up. So pretty simple. I kind of was having some mojo issues when I got going there, but it did get going, and in the end I like how it turned out. So I don't have a whole lot left of my July Project Life kit. Might try to get one more out of it, we'll see. So thanks for stopping by, guys, and I will see you again next Sunday with my Project Life. Bye!